Good day, everyone. My name is Juhaira Salomabao, and today I will be presenting a report about Sustainable Development Goal number 16 or SDG 16. This goal focuses on promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, ensuring justice for all, and building honest, effective, and accountable institutions. Through this report, I hope to help you understand why peace, justice, and strong institutions are important for the development of every community and our country as a whole. SDG 16 aims to build peaceful and safe communities, ensure justice for all, and create trustworthy and effective institutions. Which means the SDG 16 focuses on promoting peaceful and inclusive societies, ensuring access to justice for all, and building effective, accountable, and transparent institutions. Mahalaga ang goal na ito dahil ang tunay na peace, good governance at fairness sa society ay kailangan para umunlad ang isang bansa. Kapag walang safety, justice at tiwala sa public institutions, hindi uunlad ang community at hindi mai-enjoy ng mga tao ang kanilang mga karapatan. SDG 16 focuses on several key targets that work together to create peaceful and fair societies. These include reducing all forms of violence and putting an end to abuse and exploitation, especially among vulnerable groups. It also aims to ensure that everyone has equal access to justice and legal protection. Another important target is reducing corruption by promoting honesty and transparency in government. SDG 16 also calls for building strong, accountable institutions and improving laws and public services so they serve people better. Finally, it encourages inclusive and participatory decision making, ensuring that citizens, especially the youth, have a voice in shaping their communities and their future. The SDG 16 is characterized by the goal of building peaceful societies where people feel safe, secure, and free from violence. It also promotes fair and equal justice, ensuring that everyone has access to legal protection without discrimination. A key aspect of this goal is the creation of honest and transparent institutions that operate with integrity and accountability. SDG 16 also emphasizes the importance of protecting human rights so that every individual is treated with dignity and respect. Finally, it encourages public participation, giving citizens the opportunity to take part in decision making processes and contribute to building strong, trustworthy communities. So, here are some of the examples. The first one is anti-corruption laws. Ito yung implementation of the Anti-Red Tape Act to reduce delays and fixers or use of online systems like online government services to increase transparency. The second one is efforts to reduce crime. Ito naman ay like yung community policing programs like Barangay Peacekeeping Action Teams or BPATs. And also ito din yung crime prevention campaigns and increased street patrols. The third one is human rights program. Example nito is yung CHR, yung Commission on Human Rights, activities promoting human rights awareness, and the programs that protect women, children, and vulnerable groups. And then the last example is community peace building. Itong community peace building naman is yung dialogue sessions and peace talks in conflict-prone areas or yung youth peace camps and leadership training to prevent violence.
According to the United Nations, fragile state is a country where institutions are weak, public services are inconsistent, and communities face risk from conflict, corruption, and insecurity. Fragility usually appears in challenges such as weak rule of law, human rights violations, political instability, and limited access to justice. In the context of the Philippines, elements of fragility can be observed in areas affected by armed conflict like NPA or ISIS, such as parts of Mindanao, in communities threatened by local insurgency, and in sectors where corruption and weak governance continue to undermine development. Issues like slow judicial processes, human rights concerns, and recurring violence show why strengthening peace, justice, and institutions through SDG 16 is crucial for national stability and inclusive growth. In the past 3 to 5 years, the Philippine government and its development partners have introduced several programs aligned with SDG 16 to address conflict, strengthen justice, and improve governance. Here are the examples. First, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao or BARM. BARM continued implementing peace-building reforms through the normalization track of the peace agreement. This includes decommissioning of former combatants, security sector transformation, and stronger governance system in the region. Second, the Department of Justice and Supreme Court worked on speeding up court processes through digitalization. This includes e-filing, online hearings, and improved case management systems, initiatives that aim to reduce delays and strengthen equal access to justice. Third, anti-corruption efforts such as the Freedom of Information Program or FIP. FIP expanded whistleblower platforms and more transparent online government transactions were implemented to strengthen accountability and public trust. Fourth, the government increased investment in community conflict prevention programs such as the Ending Local Communist Armed Conflict or ELCA initiatives, which focus on bringing livelihood, education, and infrastructure services to vulnerable and conflict-affected communities. Now let's move on to the resolutions and suggestions. To further align with SDG 16 and reduce state fragility, several strategies can be strengthened. First, there must be continuous support for the BARM transition, ensuring transparent governance, fast service delivery, and successful normalization will help secure long-term peace in Mindanao. Second, strengthening the judicial system remains essential. This includes expanding digital courts nationwide, increasing the number of judges and public attorneys, and providing more legal aid programs, especially for marginalized communities. Third, anti-corruption measures must be deepened. Full digitalization of government transactions, stronger audit systems, and enhanced protection for whistleblowers will help public trust. Fourth, investing in community peace building should remain a priority. This means improving livelihood programs, education, and access to basic services in remote and conflict-affected areas. Finally, collaboration between government, civil society, and the youth should be encouraged. Meaningful participation. Finally, collaboration between government, civil society, and the youth should be encouraged. Meaningful participation empowers communities, strengthens institutions, and promotes long-term stability.